touchdown. Here's Crosby to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to work. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence to throw. It's complete to Tavon Austin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw again is Lawrence. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Jones has it. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Lawrence going to throw again. He drops this off to Ogunbowale. And they'll get this down to the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and will leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Robinson again. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. James Robinson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Rodgers. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers going to throw. Caught by Cobb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. From the 27, Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
And that's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Rodgers to throw once more. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Flushed out right. Man open, here is Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Now Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Kingsley Keke in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
I like the thinking there, because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against him. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on third down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He'll let it fly for Austin. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Going to throw deep for the end zone. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On 2nd down, it's Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I'll don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand-new ball game. And, oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we've reached halftime. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half two after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Rodgers now to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon there to make the grab. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
The fades are tough because you need a perfectly placed pass. They got one there.
That they did. And I used to have a former partner I worked with who hated the fade pass. Where do you stand on it?
I do not like it because you're going into a corner. You don't have any room. What do you think? You're the analyst.
I love it when they complete it. Then it's a heck of a call.
Yeah, well, that's not very gutsy.
Yeah, it really isn't. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Lawrence. Flush to his right. This is caught by Dare Ogunbowale. On 1st down, Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. On the slant, this is Chark. 7 yards, the pickup there. From the 29, Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Lawrence to Jones, 1st down, Jacksonville.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open. Good.
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
What you call a rookie mistake. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. Again, it's Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 51 yards. And the Packers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. A drive there of just 4 plays, and the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Lawrence will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays. Harder to move it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Here, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your team.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. It's complete to Tavon Austin. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So it's Packer. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Rodgers throwing here. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Now it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game, that punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It is your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they're at the 20-yard line. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Rodgers looking to throw. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Rodgers finding Valdes-Scantling. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Extra point try now for Crosby. He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends with a pack.